A devastating tragedy has unfolded in the skies above Ahmedabad, India. Air India Flight 171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, has crashed just minutes after takeoff from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport. The aircraft, bound for London Gatwick, was carrying a total of 242 people, 230 passengers, and 12 crew members, including 2 experienced pilots and 10 dedicated cabin crew. This sudden disaster has sent shockwaves through the aviation community, and the world now turns its eyes to the unfolding rescue and investigation efforts. Shortly after departing the runway, Flight 171 transmitted a Mayday call, signaling a grave emergency to air traffic control. Witnesses on the ground in the Magani Nagar neighborhood, not far from the airport, described a scene of chaos, the roar of the engines, a sharp change in the aircraft's trajectory, and moments later, the terrible sound of impact. The plane collided with a hostel building associated with BJ Medical College, triggering multiple explosions and sending thick plumes of black smoke billowing into the sky. Emergency response teams rushed to the scene within minutes. The area around the crash site has been sealed off, with all roads closed to allow ambulances, firefighters, and rescue crews to reach those in need as quickly as possible. The situation remains fluid, but authorities have confirmed at least 30 fatalities so far, with many more feared trapped within the wreckage. Search and rescue operations are ongoing as teams work tirelessly to locate survivors and recover those who have perished. The victims of this disaster come from across the globe. Among the passengers were 169 Indian nationals, 53 British citizens, 7 from Portugal, and 1 Canadian. Each individual had their own story, their own destination, and their own loved ones who now wait anxiously for news. The crew, led by Captain Sumit Sabharwal and First Officer Clive Kunder, were highly trained professionals, entrusted with the safety of all aboard. As the world waits for answers, India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau has launched a full-scale inquiry into the cause of the crash. Early indications point to technical difficulties soon after takeoff, but much remains unknown. Investigators will be examining flight data recorders, cockpit voice recordings, and maintenance logs to piece together what went wrong. This event marks the first fatal crash and hull loss for a Boeing 787 since the model entered service in 2011, raising urgent questions about aircraft safety and maintenance protocols. The broader impact of this tragedy is already being felt. Both Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer have expressed their deepest condolences and pledged support for affected families. Air India has established an emergency center to provide information and assistance to relatives and friends of those on board. Meanwhile, Boeing has acknowledged the incident, stating that it is gathering more information and will fully cooperate with authorities. The financial markets have also responded, with Boeing shares plunging nearly 8% in pre-market trading as investors react to the news. For the aviation industry as a whole, this incident will prompt renewed scrutiny of safety standards and operational practices as regulators and airlines work to prevent such tragedies in the future. In these moments of uncertainty and heartbreak, the focus remains on the rescue effort and the families whose lives have been forever changed. As more information emerges, we will continue to provide updates, expert analysis, and a closer look at the ongoing investigation. Our thoughts and prayers are with the passengers, crew, and everyone affected by this heartbreaking event. Stay with us as we follow this developing story and bring you the latest updates on the aftermath of Air India Flight 171's crash near Ahmedabad.